So I've never seen something like this before. Dodge Charger Hellcat driver Miles Hudson was banned by the city of Seattle from driving his Hellcat after a surge in public complaints about his loud aftermarket exhaust and because of his habit of revving the engine late night in the city's Belltown neighborhood. The city of Seattle is banning this kid from driving a Hellcat because it's so loud. And it goes a step further. Apparently, they want to levy over $83,000 in fines against this kid because of how loud his car is and the fact that he will not get rid of his aftermarket exhaust. So number one, they want to ban him from driving a car that he bought. And then two, they want to levy almost $100,000 in fines against this kid, which is pretty much the price of the car, because of how loud the car is and the fact that he does not want to remove the exhaust. I've never seen anything like this. It's illegal to drive Dodge Charger Hellcats now, is apparently what's going on, man. Let's get into it. What's up, guys? It's your boy Knockout 360 here with another video, man. So you can tell I'm in a house that makes it a house vlog. You already know how it's going down. When I come around, let's get into it. Car content, car shows, car reviews, car meets, anything and everything car related happens on this channel. So if you're into that, make sure that you hit that subscribe button, man. Shout out to SRT.MILES. He's huge as fuck on Instagram, 757,000 followers, so he's the real deal. 23 Hellcat jailbreak, 2023 Dodge Charger Hellcat jailbreak. That sounds familiar. I almost feel like I have that same car. Whatever. He's huge on Instagram. He got this clean ass Charger Hellcat wide body with the tiger stripes, tiger graphics, tiger camouflage, super clean. But apparently that's not the reason for this video. The reason for this video is apparently the city of Seattle wants to ban this kid from driving his Dodge Charger Hellcat on account of it being too loud. So let's go to thedrive.com, man. Several weeks ago, a Dodge Charger Hellcat driver named Miles Houston, SRT.MILES, was banned by the city of Houston from driving his car after a surge in public complaints about his loud aftermarket exhaust. Now, number one, I want to know what exhaust kit he has on his car, because whatever it is, I want the same thing, because they don't fuck with you in the South about loud exhaust. They don't care. Like in the South, we have no noise ordinances when it comes to loud exhaust and shit like that. Nobody's calling the police on that. I mean, we've got the loudest of the loudest muscle cars, the loudest of the loudest diesel trucks and all that shit. Nobody's messing with you when it comes to that, but I digress. Public complaints about his loud aftermarket exhaust and his unfortunate habit of revving the engine late at night in the city's Belltown neighborhood. I don't know anything about Belltown, but apparently it's probably one of those really, upper class swanky neighborhoods where they don't want a certain, class of people in there, if you know what I mean. Since then, the story has gone national. A New York Times wrote an expose on Hudson continues to defy police, city officials, and even his own mother by leaning into his outlaw status on Instagram. Come on, bro. He's got a loud Hellcat. Outlaw status, chill out. Seattle apparently has had enough. In a court order filed on Friday and spotlighted by Como News, the city attorney is attempting to fine Hudson over $83,000. $83,000. I paid $88,000 for my Hellcat. They want to fine him the price of a Hellcat and assorted penalties to put it into his shenanigans. And his hearing is on June 18th in the city and the city attorney. It's time. The city attorney, Ann Davidson, has said it's time for him to face the consequences of his actions. That's why I have requested that the court find Mr. Hudson in default and award the city all applicable penalties. They have a whole document here. Let me see if I can pull this up. Municipal Corporation. Miles Oliver Hudson, a single person. The city of Seattle is suing this 20-year-old kid because of his loud ass Hellcat. This case involves a code enforcement action for nuisance noise violation caused by a vehicle which has been modified to be excessively loud. Hudson is registered owner and operator of the 2023 Dodge Charger. It's got his VIN number and all that stuff on there. More than 20 days after relapse since blah, 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 blah. Background, the Charger has a Hemi engine. It's got a Hellcat engine, but it is very much so a Hemi engine. The Charger has a Hemi engine, which has a unique exhaust note. When the mufflers are modified or removed, the noise is increased and the Hemi exhaust note changes. The engine also has a control module for which the software code can be rewritten to create a series of backfires That is true. That's a tune. When the throttle is transition. I've never seen it articulated that way, but that's perfectly like describes what our cars do. The engine has also a control module for which the software code can be rewritten to create a series of backfires when the throttle is transitioned. The Charger's original color was black. It is known as a custom wrap that displays a tan background with an enlarged street and racing technology SRT Hellcat logo. The design appears over most of the vehicle. Like, they've got Buddy like down to a T here. Ann Davison is the Seattle city attorney. Like, they're really trying to make an example out of this kid, man. Defendant is the administrator of Instagram account SRT.MILES. They even got his Instagram account on there. So that proves my point. All that shit that you guys are doing, the street racing, the burnouts, the donuts, the police are watching. Everyone's watching. All right. So, I mean, anything that you put on social media is for public consumption. The Instagram account contains numerous videos of defendant where he is narrating what is occurring. On or about December 6, 2023, a video was posted to SRT.MILES Instagram account. The video depicts defendant discussing the installation of a new intake on the Charger. Later in this video, defendant is driving in downtown Seattle at night. The sound of the engine revving is now much louder than previous videos. So they're comparing previous videos to the current video that's in question. On the same account, like, I'm sorry if this is getting too much into the weeds here as far as the legal jargon and all this stuff, but this shit is interesting because this looks like something that, I mean, any city could levy against any one of us. Like, all of us muscle car guys, we've all been guilty of this, revving our engine, modifying our engine. How does that line go again? The engine has also a control module for which the software code can be rewritten to create a series of backfires. We can all be held guilty of that. The video depicts defendant stating that he is going out for boba tea, and it's 12:50 and they close at 1 a.m. It is dark outside. Defendant is driving the Charger in downtown Seattle while revving the engine. On or about December 18, 2023, a video was posted to the SRT.MILES official Instagram account. Defendant is driving the Charger at a high rate of speed while revving and backfiring the engine. January 9, 2024, Seattle Police Department stopped the Charger at the intersection at 2nd Avenue and Pike Street in Seattle for traveling at high speeds. Driver was given a warning. Then the video was posted on the next day of him downtown Seattle revving and backfiring. Then on February 7th, the video shows the defendant picking up the Charger at the mechanic shop. You see what they're doing here? They're literally just going through his Instagram page, video after video, and just building their case. Which is why I tell you guys all the time, man, when it comes to the street takeover shit that people are getting knocked for, just be mindful that the police departments, these attorneys, the DA, the city of wherever the fuck you live, they're just going to go through your Instagram with a fine-tooth comb and they're just going to take their time. And they're just going to add everything up. Like, look at all the dates. January 9th, February 7th, February 10th, 2 a.m., February 13th, high rate of speed. Like, it's all right there. On February 10th, blah, 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 after interacting with an employee, defendant films the Charger in the parking lot as another person revs the engine loudly. So they're just using every single video and all the contents of the videos against this kid. On that video, defendant is also commenting that his car sounds like a shotgun. They literally put that in the paperwork, in the order here. Sounds like a shotgun, which is further going to strengthen their case about his car being loud as hell. Revving his engine during the months of February increased, complaints increased from residents and workers in downtown Seattle regarding the Charger's loud engine. SPD, I'm assuming that's Seattle Police Department, yeah. Observed loud backfiring that sounded like gunshots and saw the Charger speeding off in an unknown direction. Pop sounding like a gunshot. That's because that's honestly what those cars sound like. That's what our cars sound like. Received a complaint of a motor vehicle. So apparently from December of 23 to March of 2024, this kid was terrorizing downtown Seattle. March 20th, he was caught for speeding. March 27th, 29th, April, May. Oh, this is going all the way up to last month. So yeah, this is like Miles he was fucking Seattle up. You know what I mean? Like, he was fucking Seattle up, man. Let's keep going. Shit, this made Inside Edition. Hold on, let's pull this up.
Sleepless in Seattle, and it's all because of this really loud car.
That shit sounds good.
Seattle say they're being tormented by this.
Come on now, like that's the thing about it is when they start using adjectives like tormented and sounds like a shotgun and stuff like that. All of that's like incendiary, you know, wordplay right there, just to make it seem like it's so much worse than it actually is. We've all heard loud ass cars. Don't get me wrong. If you're not familiar with the backfires and the pop of a car, it can sound like a 12 gauge Mossberg, without a doubt, a 590A1 Mossberg. That's true. But at the end of the day, when you realize it's a car, it's like, oh, okay, that Hellcat doing what it do. It's not that serious.
Roaring.
I love this, the lighting, and I'm getting that too. Shout out to my man Tunes Car Stereo. He's gonna hook me up with the lighting. I love what's going on inside the car.
Through streets late at night.
Oh yeah, look at all that lighting right there. I love all this shit right here. I love all of this shit. I like that. That looks like Tron Legacy type shit. I love all of this.
Non-stop. And the driver doesn't even have
Big
to
red
be
key
in the vehicle to keep his neighbors awake.
Look at this.
Look, he's starting the car with his key fob from his balcony.
Damn. Woo! Look, I gotta see that again, bro. That was stupid. There gotta be somebody in his car revving his engine. Our cars don't put out that smoke on a start. Damn.
This car is just like on a different level of loudness.
Chris Allen lives in a 17th floor apartment downtown.
I can feel my floor vibrate as he goes by.
Authorities know the name of the driver. He's 20-year-old Miles Hudson.
Big Hudson? Shout out to Miles Hudson, bro. Make sure you go follow this dude on Instagram. I want to know his exhaust setup, for real. If you guys in the comments know his exhaust setup, like what he's got going, I'm sure he's probably straight piped and got the burble tune and all that shit. But I want that because that's going to be next on my Hellcat, is making my shit as obnoxious as possible.
A few weeks ago.
Why don't you go to Pacific Raceway? I don't race. I do this myself.
After a barrage of complaints, authorities are trying to crack down. The city is demanding he bring his car into compliance with noise regulations. Penalties could amount to thousands of dollars. Mr. Hudson has cultivated online infamy by flagrantly breaking Seattle's laws and waking his neighbors with excessive noise. That's the Seattle city attorney. Flagrantly breaking Seattle's laws and waking his neighbors with excessive noise. Now, I mean, so you guys got to check me in the comments, right? Because I know loud cars. I go to car meets every single weekend. I hang out with my boys. Some of those guys are loud as shit. I love it personally, but I'm a car guy, so I'm biased. Is this really that big of a deal? Like, are any of my subscribers in Seattle? Have you heard my man's car? Like, is it that bad? Like, I want to hear it in person. Like, I love everything about this car right now. Like, shout out to SRT.MILES, man. But they're just doing too much. It's not that serious at all. With excessive noise, the city prosecutor says. You can't miss the car. It's a souped-up Dodge Charger SRT Hellcat.
Yeah,
with one of
he needs to lower that shit. That thing looks like a monster truck. He needs to drop that thing. But it looks good, though.
Kind tiger stripes. Hellcat is right. The drivers.
Let's watch another video. Seattle fines loud driver $84,000. That's crazy. There were some other videos that I wanted to show you here. So this is Buddy actually getting pulled over by police.
It's Miles, right?
Woo, that thing sound good. Hold on, so this is the cop getting out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that thing loud as fuck. Oh, that's loud. I like that. Is that Day underscore? Is that Day Custom Creations kit right there in the back? Yeah, that's definitely Day's Custom Creations. Shout out to Day's Custom Creations. I'll put his link in the description. If you want to make your Charger one of one from the back, I mean from the rear end of the car. Day's Custom Creation, man. Yeah, that sounds good. I like how that sounds.
What's going on, man?
Was that man crying?
I you over back in January. Officer Murphy, Seattle Police. He's cruising. I mean, I don't want to say that. I mean, I got you clocked. It's no big deal, dude.
Okay, they got him for speeding.
Incriminate yourself. So I'm waiting for the officer to come up.
Damn, that thing sounds good. Listen to the audio from the cop.
Oh, it says SRT.MILES on his brake light.
Damn, that thing sounds good. Yeah.
All right, Miles, here's your stuff back. Your address on your license, it's an issue. What's that?
So that looks like, you know, that's the interaction between 12 right there.
An update now to the Belltown Hellcat driver who's been getting community complaints for months. A Seattle attorney requested a default judgment against the 20-year-old, which means he owes $60,000 in penalties.
That's crazy.
It comes after he did not respond to the city's lawsuit alleging that he violated multiple noise codes. A hearing in this case is...
So violating multiple noise codes can be quantified into $83,000 in fines, is what Seattle is saying against this kid. This dude is he's viral, man, for this loud ass car. I want to know his exhaust setup because I want that. Yeah, I want that. The car ahead.
Up to compliance, and Hudson no longer has the car in his possession. But just last week, a new video went up on Hudson's Instagram showing someone wearing a mask whipping the car around intersections. On Friday, the city...
Now, see, this is what oftentimes a lot of law enforcement don't understand when it comes to having a car or not having a car. In this situation, he could have no longer had possession of the car and just had older videos for which he posted to Instagram. But you see what they're doing here on the news is they're making it seem like he said one thing, but he's doing something completely different, which he could. But it's also a possibility that this is an older video that he uploaded that prior to him no longer having access to the vehicle.
He ran out of patience. In this letter Fox 13 News obtained, it says Seattle City Attorney Ann Davison requests a default judgment against Hudson. Court docs say he would be on the hook for upward of $83,000 for all of the fines.
64 days of non-compliance. So I'm assuming that that's because of the fines that they levied against him. Apparently he didn't pay them and acknowledge them. So they're doing 64 times $1,300 a day. Damn. $1,300 a day is what they're charging him, 64 days, which comes out to $83,200. Like, guys, I understand it's probably annoying, but $83,000 just because your exhaust is loud? That's wild. And the city is stretching this out. So he's being charged the $83K because of 64 days of non-compliance. So in other words, I'm assuming earlier this year he was fined, and it was one of those things where he didn't heed those fines, didn't pay those violations, and as a result they just compounded over time, 83,000. And now it's one of those things where the city is looking at it like, you know what, it's either the car or it's $83,000 in cash to the city. I don't know how you can quantify. I've got little fruit flies in the house, but I don't know how you can quantify a noise complaint into $83,000, you know, but apparently Seattle has. So note to self, if you are in the Seattle, Washington area and you own a Scat Pack or a Hellcat, no longer, you shouldn't live in the Seattle area anymore, apparently, because they're cracking down on loud Mopars. You know what I'm saying? Like when I go to his page, like for one, he's huge on there. You know what I'm saying? Pause. Seattle, 20 years old. Let me see.
Police can come get us!
That's not the Hellcat.
Get the red light, bro. What these niggas on, twin? Shit, we need to hop out on some skis and shit. What's niggas on, bro? Hold on.
Nah, that ain't even got nothing to do with the car.
All right, y'all boys. It's late night in Seattle. It's looking beautiful. We got the cat going. Homegirl in the cat. What the
Man,
fuck
that
is
cat
this
looks
nigga,
good,
man?
man.
What the fuck shit, man?
That cat looks good. That's a copyright though. I gotta get up out of there.
All right, y'all boys. We're picking up my homeboy for the first time. I just thought I should record this shit. I already know he gonna react. What's good, twins? That's me, nigga. I ain't seen you in like 2 years. Bro, this nigga doing too much. Wait, what
They
the
having a
fuck?
blast. That's what's up.
What is it? Oh, that's a black wing?
Damn, that shit look good.
Oh, shit.
That shit look good on the inside, man. He might have taken down the racing videos, I don't know, or the loud exhaust videos for the sake of the case and shit. But
Y'all, it be like that at 2 a.m. in the morning, bro.
yeah, he is incriminating himself. Clearly he's downtown at 2 a.m. in the morning.
I am on a whole nother level. Girl, we only fuck you over because you let him fucking Kevin just get it going. He gotta move that man to the show and he have to do all I can just to show you special.
Yeah, he tormenting the city though. He definitely tormenting Seattle.
Oh, that's a black wing?
Yeah, he definitely tormenting Seattle, bro.
Oh, he's here, bro. Let's hold on to it. Oh God! Oh God! Oh yeah.
I guess that's when he first got the rapping. Yeah.
Right, so
Late night overrun. This is one of the videos they were talking
We
about.
isn't me. It's nobody
Go ahead and show them some
stars,
love
but
like
shit.
this right now.
They close it like 1, so I gotta go, nigga. Fuck, I gotta go, son. Alright, so boys, we made it type shit. You know, we got
Alright.
like 4 minutes type shit. But, ooh, hold on.
That man got 35% 10 on the cap, man. He need to go a little bit darker.
We made it to the spot.
But other than that, I got no other complaints.
We made it to the spot.
Yeah.
Alright, so I really got here in like 2 minutes, bro. What the fuck?
He went illegal on the exhaust, but legal on the 10. I'm cool
We got
with it.
calm rap coming type shit. It's gonna be hard. It's not. Alright, so we got the motherfucking Boba niggas out to see we gone, nigga. Ooh, y'all hear them pots? Hold on.
Yeah. I do the
Shit, you
same
ever get
shit.
sad about a bitch, nigga?
I do the same shit.
Ooh, these bitches crazy. Oh God, hold on, Twitter. Ooh. Oh shit, Twitter.
But the paper flying out.
Shit! Them hoes was green! I had to go! I had to do the dance! Ooh! God damn!
I mean, I don't see nothing wrong with that. All the lights were green, I didn't see him doing an excessive speed. I like it. Shout out to SRT.MILES, man. If you're not already following dude, follow dude. Get him to 800,000. And then get me to 800,000. But nah, man, shout out to SRT.MILES. I really like the cat. I do want to know his exhaust setup because I need to make my Hellcat louder. But as far as the 83,000, me personally, I think that's excessive. I mean, if this kid is doing burnouts and just tearing up neighborhoods, which is what you've seen on my channel from people doing burnouts and takeovers and shit like that, that's one thing. But a loud car, 83,000, that's excessive, man. Seattle's on bullshit if you ask me. But then again, I'm biased towards cars, I'm biased towards muscle cars, and I'm certainly biased towards Hellcats and Scat Packs, especially clean ones like this, man. Shout out to SRT.MILES, man. I really like the cat. I like the rap and stuff. I like the exhaust. Keep doing it, man. I don't know what you're going to do with this $83,000 with the city of Seattle, but talk to me, man. So am I delusional right now, because I'm kind of defending Buddy? Because I am, like I said, biased towards Mopar, Charger, Challenger, Hellcat, Scat Pack? Or is the city of Seattle just doing too much? Like they ordered him to stop, or they wanted to ban him from driving his car initially. I've never heard anything like that. Like aside from like a suspended license or maybe as part of a jail sentence or something like that. But just having a city say, oh no, we don't want you driving your car because it's too loud. It's like, I paid for this car. Like the minute that the city pays for my car, you can tell me whatever the hell you want me to do with it. And I feel the same way. Like the minute that Charlotte pays for my car or puts in on my monthly payment, you can tell me whatever the hell you want. But up until that point, I'm going to do as I please. Like even when it comes to I'm not going to say that, that's incriminating, but I'm going to do whatever the hell I want in my car. Like it's mine. You know what I'm saying? But apparently that's not the case in Seattle. They tried to ban him from driving his car. So you got a $90,000 car just sitting there collecting dust. Good luck, And then after that, they tried to hit him with 64 days worth of fines, $1,300 a day, which comes up to $83,000 at this point. And now you're trying to make an example of him. Now, if I'm him, I'm going to blow this shit up. Like I'm going viral with everything like he already is, because it's all over the place. What is this? Como News? I don't know what that is. ABC, King, Seattle. Once again, that's some Seattle shit. Fox News. All over Autoblog, Fox, Seattle. It was on Inside Edition. Like, that's dope right there. Let's see what the comments are saying. Social media has dumbed down our society. When you give a 3-year-old lollipop, this is what happens. Yeah, whole lot of hating here. Whole lot of hating on this young 20-year-old dude from people that probably can't even afford one of the tires on that car, let alone the car itself. But we're not going to get into that. But ultimately, guys, I just think it's excessive. I just think it's excessive. I'm assuming Seattle doesn't have like the inspections and stuff like that, because in North Carolina, you have to get your car inspected every single year and get that new sticker, the 24 or the 25 or the 26 sticker. And if you don't have that on your car, you're getting pulled over every single time. And then it'll get to the point where I would assume they would just take your car from you. That would be the type of hassle. And of course, like, you know, you can't get your car inspected, or you can't pass inspection unless you have your exhaust and everything up to date. So I'm assuming Seattle doesn't have inspections, man. But just talk to me. Am I tripping? Am I being biased because I'm a Hellcat owner and I know loud cars? Or should we look at things from the perspective of the neighbors, the citizens, the community, and all the stuff that they have to deal with? Me personally, I have 3 Scat Packs and 1 SRT Jeep in my neighborhood, and all of them are loud as hell. Doesn't bother me one bit. You know what I'm saying? I'm perfectly fine with it. If anything, as soon as I hear somebody's car start up, I go to the window to see who it is. Is it the Charger, the Challenger, the Daytona, or is it the SRT 392G? But then again, that's just me. So who's in the wrong here? Is my man SRT.MILES here wrong, or is it the people of Seattle, or the city of Seattle in this case? Because it looks like the whole city of Seattle is against this kid, man. Shout out to SRT.MILES. Make sure you're following him on all platforms. I'm not sure if he's on YouTube, but if he is, check him out. Check him out on Instagram. Clean Hellcat. I'm digging it, man. As always, man, they after us. They after Mopar owners, man. Everybody. Now including the city of Seattle. See you guys in the next one. Peace.